entryway into the ramp area of the church, what we call our Welcome Center, and it's going to be undergoing a facelift.
Yeah, starting next week.
Yep, so new paint on the walls. Soon after that, you're going to start seeing some of our new signage popping up in here. So this is exciting, and it's our way of welcoming people better into our space.
Yeah, so we've got a couple spaces that are, we've been raising money for this for a couple weeks now, and we had enough money to start a couple areas. We still have some areas that we need to completely fund. So if that's something you want to give some money to, just do so.
Yep.
But excited about that and what it means for us and for why we're doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
and I was reminded last week, and we'll talk a little bit about last week, how important it is that this space here is welcoming. We welcomed, I don't know, countless people into this space with Fair Week, offering them cold water outside, bringing them inside to use our restrooms, and just being here to have conversations with folks. And I believe that we welcome some people into our church that maybe aren't very comfortable in churches.
I would agree with that. And the area around us is growing so quickly. Just between our house and here, hundreds and hundreds of new housing units are coming up, and we could probably expect some new faces coming to check us out, and we want to put our best foot forward.
Absolutely.
It's been quite a while since this space has been refreshed and rejuvenated, and so that's taking place this week. So I'm hoping that soon we can show off the new paint and stuff. So excited about that.
I am too. What do we got going on this week?
So we have got something brand new coming up on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. We're having our first, what we're calling In Sync.
In Sync. Bye.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know that group was still together.
They are, but that's not what we're talking about. They are, but that's not what we're talking about. There's been a desire by lots of people to see us doing things as a church family, kind of crossing our age and generation lines. So our Sunday schools are kind of, done generationally and age-wise, and a lot of our activities are too. But
and that was something that came out of our visiting process way back in 18 and 19.
Yeah. So this is an attempt to do that. We're going to try it, see what happens, see if we like it, see if we don't. If we don't, we change it up. But we're going to gather on the first Wednesday of the month from now until the first of the year. We're going to have a meal that'll be prepared. You don't have to bring anything. You just show up. We are asking if you can make a $5 donation per person. Cap it at $20 a family to do that, but if you can't, come on anyway. And then we'll be doing something together to get to know one another. And this week, we are going to be playing games. Now, not like dodgeball, but like board games and card games. And I have some giant games, like giant Jenga and giant Yahtzee and giant checkers. And
I don't think we have any giants.
Giant Uno. Well, you're a giant. So anyway, you always call me a midget.
I do not call you.
Wait a minute. Don't even lie. You called me the little pastor.
The little pastor.
You've called me a hobbit.
I have called you a hobbit.
So I can call you a giant, if I'm fair enough.
I don't think we have very many giants.
Anyway, just some fun stuff. So we hope that you'll come out. It's for all ages, and if you don't want to play in the giant games, you don't have to play the giant games, but there'll be lots of things to do. And if you have a favorite game that you want to bring it.
Okay.
So that's at 6 o'clock on Wednesday.
Yeah, sounds great.
Mm-hmm. So we have a couple other things that are coming up. The next Wednesday, which is the 14th of September, we are kicking off our youth group again. So this is for students who are in grades 6th and above, so 6th through 12th grade. And it's going to be a time to gather, to get to know one another, to learn more about what it means to be a follower of Jesus. Maybe we have some probing questions about who God is and what does all this mean for us. I haven't met a teenager who doesn't have those questions.
We all do.
And I've met a lot of teenagers.
Yes, you
So it's going to be a safe space for anybody. whether they're a part of the church or not part of the church, it's just a great place to come and ask questions. And so we're going to be meeting at 6. We're going to be down in the bread barn. So that space is getting renovated this week as well. And so we're going to meet at 6. So it'll be 6 to 7:30-ish on Wednesdays, other than the first Wednesday, and we hope those folks will come to that. So we're going to have a parents meeting later on in September for our parents of youth, so we can talk about what's going to happen going forward.
So when we say youth, again, we mean 6th through 12th grade. What about those that are younger than 6th grade?
Yeah, so we've got quite a bit of stuff that is already happening for our kids. We're getting ready to make some changes in our children's ministries. So Eric and Emery Barnes and Emily Little have been doing Sunday night children's activities for a long time.
They'd have to tell us how long.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how long, but a decade or more. And so they have done such a wonderful job with that, but they are transitioning. Eric's been teaching youth Sunday school, and Emery and Emily are going to transition to teaching children's Sunday school on Sunday mornings. Now, we're still going to have children's activities on Sunday nights, and they're going to look very similar to what we've been doing. We'll still be doing all the field trips and all that kind of stuff. But our volunteers and those who love our children are just moving around as God is calling people into some new ways of serving Him. So I'm excited about that. If you are interested in serving in our children's ministries, please let me know, because there is a place for you and a need for you.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about all these new things that are coming up and ways that we're trying to connect one another. You know, we're not just creating new ministries to keep busy and to keep you busy, but they're very purposeful ways of connecting to one another. So.
And we should be putting out a newsletter soon, which will have more information about all these different ministries in it, among other things, and encourage you to read that.
There are 2 other things that we probably ought to mention.
Okay.
One is we're still looking for some preschool prayer partners.
Yes.
So we have a great preschool here. It's a wonderful ministry. It truly is a ministry of Great Church.
Yep.
And we want to stay connected to that. And so we are looking for some prayer partners. We need about 12 more. And if that is something you'd be interested in, we're asking you to pray for these students daily or weekly. You get a little thing with their name on it, and then we're asking you to support that student in a tangible way. Maybe bring in a box of crayons or markers or something once a month. But those are available. Those names are available outside the church sanctuary, and then just grab a name. Make sure you sign the form that tells me who has what kid, so that we can be in conversation if it's needed. But that's an exciting way. I have my kid. It's up in my office, and I just love him. Anyway, also it's Hunger Awareness Month. And I know you know this because I told you earlier.
You did.
But I tell you every year, and you never know.
You do that too.
September is National Hunger Awareness Month. And we are very blessed here at Great Church to be able to help people with groceries through our Dawn Hall food pantry. And the need has gone up. We have increased the number of families that we're serving quite a bit. So we're serving about 60 families a month.
And it's just on Mondays and Fridays of each week.
Mm-hmm, yep. So we have some needs that we always have, things like toilet paper, paper towels, cooking oil. We just cannot keep that stuff on the shelf. But there's going to be a list put out of items that we would like your help with in stocking our shelves that we can't necessarily get from Second Harvest or whatever. And I like when people do that, because when you're at the store, you're thinking about other folks. Mm-hmm. And it's a great time to pray for those folks and pray for our team that is ministering to those families each and every week. And it truly is a ministry of love.
Absolutely.
So what else?
I would just say, if the food pantry ministry is something you're interested in, we would love to have you come and help. Just let Brooke know, and we'll get you on the schedule, get you trained, and get you on the schedule.
Yep. Speaking of ministries, we had a great week last week. Mm-hmm. It was Fair Parking Week. And
a hard week, but a good week.
Hot week. The Appalachian Fair had record numbers, and so did we. And we always talk about how many cars we parked and how much money we raised. But one of my favorite things about it is the people we get to interact with, the waters that we get to give out, the conversations that happen. And it truly is a ministry. It's not just a fundraiser, but it truly is a ministry. So my hat's off.
10,000 bottles of water.
I was right.
Impacted countless numbers of people.
Yeah. So, and for all of you who contributed water, who came and helped park cars and greet people and brought food, a great big thanks.
Yeah.
And if you weren't able to be a part of that ministry this year, I really hope next year you will figure out a way to be able to be a part of that.
Yeah. We'll talk much more about that later.
Yep.
Well, folks, we look forward to seeing you soon. You are invited and encouraged to worship with us this coming Sunday at 10:30. You can do that online, but we would love to have you here in person. So, and we look forward to seeing you then. Sunday school at 9, worship at 10:30.
Yeah. We hope to see you then.
God bless.